Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jay. Today I will try to explain something that's very important during this lockdown, and that actually has to be discussed during this time because we are in ACT lockdown for at least until 17th of September, and we don't know if it gets extended again after 17th, or maybe we will just get out of the situation after the date. So whatever the situation, there is a huge chance that lots of people might have lost their working hours during this lockdown. And in fact, there is a large number of people living and working here in Canberra and trying to meet the eligibility criteria for ACT nomination. And one of the most significant factors for the eligibility criteria of this ACT nomination is that your employment should be a continuous one. If you are trying to meet the eligibility criteria for ACT nomination 491, your job should be a continuous one for at least 13 weeks, and you should be able to maintain at least 20 hours a week for 13 consecutive weeks. And if you are trying to meet the eligibility criteria for ACT nomination 190, your employment still should be a continuous one for at least 26 consecutive weeks, and you should be able to maintain not less than 35 hours a week every week. So, due to this lockdown, there is a huge chance that people working in almost every sector and occupation might have lost some working hours. Does that mean and they are not able to maintain minimum required hours like 20 hours for 491 and 35 hours for 190? Does that mean your employment will no longer be counted as a continuous one? The answer could be yes or no. As long as you are able to produce documental evidences that shows that you were not able to maintain the minimum required hours due to any reason related to COVID-19, it should be fine. As long as you are able to produce the documents that shows that you are not getting enough hours due to COVID pandemic reason. And that reason could be your employer didn't have usual business. That's why he or she couldn't afford you to have in business for your minimum required hours. That's why you didn't get enough hours. Or maybe you yourself, maybe you had to go to quarantine for a couple of weeks. If that is the reason, if that is the case, and you have enough evidences to show that, prove that you were not working enough hours or minimum required hours due to these reasons, you should be fine, and your job will still be counted as a continuous one. However, you may have to work some additional weeks to compensate those less working hour weeks. Situation comes back to normal. That may be applicable to you. Otherwise, if you are not able to produce documental evidences to show that you were not able to maintain the minimum required hours due to COVID pandemic reason, or you were sick or anything that is valid according to the ACT government's guideline, your job will no longer be counted as a continuous one, and you have to go back all the way to 0 week, and you have to start your week counts from the 0 week again. Any week within the 13 or 26 weeks which contains unpaid leave, or you didn't have a minimum required hours, and you don't actually have the documents that proves for these reasons you were not able to work enough required hours, your job will no longer be counted as continuous one. So in this case, there might be a lot of confusion. So if you think you need to ask something to clarify about this situation, you can always contact us. Even though we are working from home, we are working as efficiently as before, as if we were working from the office. And you can call us. You can contact us through any of our social media platform. Like Facebook, WeChat, WhatsApp, anything you're comfortable with. And finally, this is the situation. Stay safe, and please keep the community safe. You have a nice day.